It's that time again. It's time for another Saturday night special where we talk about everything rockhounding related. Well, quite the week. Busy, busy, busy. No rest for me, but I like it. I thrive in it. Yesterday, uploaded an extra video. Go watch it. Spokane Rock Rollers Show 2022. It kind of did a little bit of a quickie, right? A little bit of a quick run through of the show so that people can know about it, see some of what's there. I didn't touch on all of the things. It's good to see the show doing so well. If you're watching this on Saturday, you still have tomorrow. That's going to be Sunday, March 27th. Go back one video here and watch the details on it. It's good to be able to go and see people and all of that stuff. Really, life happens occasionally, even for me. And in many ways, I kind of had to take a step back from the club for several months and just kind of like focus on some of my own projects, some of which you'll be seeing in some coming videos that I think are going to be quite good. But, busy, right? On the way back from the show, Sarah said something to me that is an aspect of rock clubs that I don't think really gets talked about a lot. Like kind of the standard advice is always like, join your local rock club so you can find cool rocks, or like go use their shop. And it's really this kind of like more like of a commodified approach of it's like give and take type thing. And there's an aspect to rock clubs that I don't think people really talk about much. And that is just like straight up like casual socialization, like making some friends, like being able to go somewhere and somebody ask you how you've been, I know that might like not seem like a lot, right? Like so many people get that from their circle of friends, or like your work, you have like coworkers / friends or whatever. A lot of people don't really have that. And I think rock clubs could certainly fill that role of just like having some like nice interactions with other people. In the past I've been a little harsh probably on some rock clubs, and maybe I should learn from that and not keep those thoughts in my mind, I guess. What I'm trying to say is, maybe even if you have a shop at your house, you have all the tools. Like I have all my tools, all my stuff. I got all my rocks. I got all the things. In all honesty, I don't really, from like that trade commodified relationship aspect, I don't really need a rock club. But maybe that's just a bad way of looking at it, I guess. Well, I have so much to share with you guys tonight on the Saturday night special. Let's jump right into it. A lot of Thunder Egg action is happening. Posted the video kind of updating and showing some stuff with the Richardson's high-speed sander, which I love that machine, right? Like, we polished up this guy in that video. This one is not actually polished. That's just up to an 800 grit, and that is polished. So very fun. I don't want to say Thunder Eggs are my favorite, but they might be my favorite. It's just something about like this kind of ugly rock. I mean, let's be like, it's just a brown rock, right? And then you cut it open and you see all of that, and it's beautiful and fun to do experiments and all of it. So, and I really wish if I could go back in time, I don't want to shine you there. If I could go back in time, I would have probably gotten a high-speed sander sooner and done the high-speed sanding, have the carpet wheel, and go that route for straight up just like cut big thing, polish big thing. It's an excellent system. Also, on last week's Saturday night special, I was given some Thunder Eggs, and they were from McDermott, which we've been to been to McDermott. We didn't get any thunder eggs, but these are quite cool. A little guy, and that is what we're looking at there. Look at that thunder egg. Pretty one. Just wet, of course, because, you know, time. Time. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to have unlimited play in the shop hours? Another one, kind of different. You can kind of see the outsides are different areas, but when Jason sent these, he said they're from some different beds. Look at that one. Trying to cut through the pressure ridge and get a good exposure, and I like that. These are very like rhyolite heavy, but the rhyolite is hard. That rhyolite exterior, man, that would take an epic polish. It's kind of funny. Sometimes the best ones that you cut are last. I kind of thought that this one was kind of maybe be a double thunder egg, and it didn't end up being a double. But look at those mossy bits. Very cool. Very pretty thunder egg. These will have to get polished up in the future. I did I cut some of my own thunder eggs, and they were well, they weren't exactly what I expected. So when we over last Thanksgiving, we stopped in at Richardson's Ranch, and this was in the Pony Butte bin, and I bought this, and I cut it, and it didn't look like a Pony Butte egg. I think it was just misplaced. And look at that funky, weird dud, and of course it broke out, and like, yeah, I mean, a dud egg. That's okay, though. They don't all have to be winners, but I don't know what the plan the future holds for that one. Some of you might remember we went to Utah this past summer, and well, on the way to Utah, I really wanted to go to Rabbit Springs, Idaho, Jackpot, Nevada, and get some of those bright fluorescent green thunder eggs. And well, I was a little bummed out. So here's what's happened. Like, you know, we're there, I made a video, we got all kinds of like broken ones where there's like a lot of like kind of almost like botryoidal chalcedony in it that fluoresces green. Very pretty stuff. And got some good halves and a bunch of little chunks and stuff. And I was kind of bummed out because it was like epic windstorm in the middle of the night. I'm telling you a long story, I know, but bear with me. Windstorm in the middle of the night, we like packed up, rolled out. Didn't really get to get many complete ones. Well, these are a couple of the complete ones from there. So I cut these. What? There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. All right. I was so bummed out that I didn't get any complete. So then, well, I guess there is something in it, but nothing that you care about. And then the other one, yeah. So I was all bummed out that I didn't get any complete eggs there, and that's what it ended up being. Despite it being really busy for me lately, we've started to get some nicer weather. And me and Sarah peeled away for a hike, go check out some geology. So kind of like southern Spokane-ish, there is a trail that kind of goes through like the Dishman Hills Conservatory area near Mica Peak, and it takes you up to Big Rock. And it's really interesting, beautiful geology to go hike through. A lot of granites, quartz. There's some smoky quartz, not like quartz crystals, like massive quartz. But yeah, it's neat to see all the mica and just interesting. We've never been up to Big Rock, but it was a really beautiful little afternoon getaway. Yeah, you know, every time we go out and we just like explore around in Northeast Washington. Doesn't matter what we're doing. Maybe it's just even a little walk. Like I always come away learning something about our geology and its influence on the rocks that you can find, and it's such a fascinating place to live. Got to see my buddy Curtis, HoundofRocks. This past week we did a video. I didn't upload it. That's going to be coming in the future, but it's really, really good. I think you're going to like it. He hooked me up with a couple of different specimens. He's been trying his hand at stabilizing, and this is some of that Wawa Way, whatever you want to call it. Don't correct me down in the comments. Snake River calcite that he stabilized. I cut a piece of this. Now, interesting, okay, so this material, this calcite, normally it's like holding a razor blade in your hand, super sharp and very crumbly. If you like cut a slab like this, well, you would be it'd be in pieces. But he stabilized this. That's kind of cool. I'm not a fan of holding lights behind rocks, really, but it's neat to have some slabs of this. I'm gonna do some testing. Like, you can't break this. That's cool. I've never actually held anything before that has been properly stabilized in a vacuum chamber. So it's very interesting to have specimens like that and like learn from them, you know? He also hooked me up with some fun some fun tiny samples, tiny specimens, right? Which really, I gotta get some time at the microscope. But these are gonna be beautiful under the microscope. And there's a little tiny Herkimer diamond. I'm absolutely like amused by all the tiny minerals because they're so little, and then you get them under the microscope, they look so good. Yeah, they look so good. Give me this mystery mineral. All that I was told is that it's from Africa. So I'll have to try to take some photos under the microscope, see if I can't do some identification work on it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Generally, anything that is just like a little bit of sparkle, such as this, looks super cool under the microscope. And some wavelite from Arkansas. It's that little spot right there on that rock. We got to get some photos of this stuff. Also, where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, so this was sent in to me, and this is really fascinating, okay? So what we have here is a piece of like chalcedony that has a bunch of inclusions in it, and you see right there up at that tip top, that, I believe, is a fossil. This was sent in to me. I don't know if I should say their names, but Jeff and Kate, I'm going to try to figure out what this is. I do have some fossil books, but it's quite interesting. That's definitely not any type of a mineral formation, that little white kind of rectangle. So I'm going to try to take some photos and share those next week with you guys as well, which that'll be good if I can figure that out. I haven't seen anything really like that before. Seen a lot of rocks, not that. The stuff that just keeps coming. I was given some beautiful pieces of labradorite. You know, I'm good with my my local stuff, but sometimes I struggle with the other stuff. This was given to me by Andrew. Okay, Andrew, Rogue Rockhound Andrew. If you saw our videos down in McDermott, he was down there hanging out with us. He sent me some rocks. The other ones that he sent, look at the blue in that. It's gorgeous. He sent some interesting stuff, which we'll actually be featuring in a future video, an identification video, which I would like to maybe do some more of. I mean, I certainly lean towards doing more kind of like educational stuff because I like the investigation. I'm really falling in love with the identifying aspect. But he sent a bunch of cool stuff. He sent some serpentine, which I haven't seen any serpentine that looks like that before. That waxiness. Very cool stuff. Look at that green. The serpentine subgroup is such an interesting group of minerals, you know, like there's so much to learn from it, you know. It's really one of those, like you could really spend a lot of time investigating that. Well, go hang out at the Rock Rollers show if you're in town, Northeast Washington. You got another day. Go check it out on Sunday. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, I think we're going to leave this one here, everybody. Thank you for coming, hanging out with me in the shop, listen to what I have to say, and go check out the website, bookmark it, currently rockhounding.com. I got a lot of cool stuff that I'm planning out for some future contents that I'm sure you will love listening to. All right, y'all. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next episode.